What's going on, everybody? It's Loto-Drandel here, coming at you with a Warframe video. Hope you guys are having a good Tuesday night. This is gonna be a first for me. I'm actually gonna be doing a remix of my videos in regards to builds with my weaponry. But the difference is gonna be I'm gonna be doing comparisons in performance with specific mod combinations, and what I mean by that is regular mods, their primed counterparts, if there are any, and Riven, if I have one for said weapons. And I'm also going to go over which would be the best thing to go for. So, right now, whoop. So, the first order is going to be the Akstilettos, as you see me with. Let me get myself out of the void here. Alright, so, just to give you a quick statistic, go ahead and pause the video as necessary. So as you can see, as you saw, status chance is the highest statistic in regards to the critical and status chance percentages. So this one is one I chose to make a complete status build and ignored crit chance. I know some people will say this is a good crit weapon, and I'm not going to say it isn't. I've never tried it, but this is going to be on the status line. So we are going to do two builds. We are going to do one with a Riven mod, and this one's not the best one out there, so this is one I probably wouldn't recommend, but I would also go ahead and give what I would say would be a good one to have for this weapon. And we're going to have a build that's without. So we're going to start without the Riven mod. There are no primed mods to put in here, with maybe one exception being the primed heated charge, which, just to show you, I don't have it max. So for the sake of this video, we're going to go without it. And as you can see, we're going to have our obligatory Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, Lethal Torrent. I also added Auger Pact to add in some extra damage as well. If you notice, this does put out more damage compared to my previous build, but at the same time, this is substituted with the, this does substitute for the Riven mod, since the Riven mod's not in the build. We have Convulsion and Jolt as our electricity, with the Jolt giving 60% status. We have Pathogen Rounds and Pistol Pestilence for our toxins. So these combined make the corrosive. So for those of you new players out there that are learning the game, corrosive is electricity and toxin put together. So what I'm going to do here for this build, I'm going to just set up one enemy. Let me make sure. I'm going to go ahead and put, actually I don't really need that. So we shall go to Corrupted. This is the one that I tend to go to for all my fighting needs, just to test. So we are going to put out one Corrupted Bombard. Let's remove the Mimic. And let us begin simulation. Level 145. We're going to see how long it takes to kill off this Bombard. That's one magazine used. So about one and a half clips with about 8 seconds, including the reload. So why don't we now take a look at the build with the Riven. For here, I have Akstiletto Sati Consiata. Again, and just to let you know, statistics are going to be varied, but my negative is lower ammo. So, but yeah, I have a higher projectile flight speed. Not really sure if that makes a difference. I've never tried to compare. So here we have also the multi-shot damage. We got Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion. We have our Lethal Torrent. We have... So in this case, let me go ahead and swap these out. Because yeah, one of the things I actually did is I actually focused more on status proccing. So for this one, we're going to do the same comparison with just taking out the... Whoop. Okay. There's why. So for this one, we know it took about 8 seconds to kill off their last round. Let's see what it does this round. And with this one, as you can see, we're going to have a almost complete 100% chance. Almost. It's 99.8. So on paper, 998 out of 1,000 bullets will proc. So here we go. So it's about 5 to 6 seconds on that one. Wasn't bad. So in between them, what do I recommend? Well, in all honesty, I mean, there's little bits we could do here. Why don't we try it this way, though? We're going to sacrifice, because we still have a little bit more stats compared to the previous build. Let's see how long it takes if we use Augur Pact, which will give us a damage boost. Let's see what happens, shall we? So this will be our third run. Simulation. Also, I will say this as well. When it comes to the Riven mod, I would say the right one to go for, you want to make sure you have your damage, multi-shot. Now, the projectile speed, again, I don't see it making much difference, so I would probably want to substitute that for maybe status chance. And the negative being fire rate. The negative ammo maximum doesn't bother me as much. So it really is going to come down to personal preference, but I would recommend as your positives, damage, multi-shot, and for a third, status chance if you want one. Or you could stick to having just the two with a negative. The negative, I would say, zoom, fire rate, or like maybe even ammo maximum. When it comes to the auto types, it's pretty, you know, they go through ammo pretty quick, so it doesn't make too big a difference. But again, that's my opinion. So that's gonna wrap up this video. Again, this is a first for me out of what I hope will be a series of Riven, Primed, and regular mod build comparisons. This will be to try to help new players, some intermediates, and who knows, maybe some advanced players might get something interesting out of this. So if you guys found this to be very useful or informative, be sure to leave a like. Be sure to comment. Tell me what you guys think of the Akstilettos. But I will let you know, the Akstiletto Primes are in the vault, so you could also put this on your Akstiletto. The statistics are going to be a little less, so just bear that in mind. For those of you who have the Akstiletto Primes, then, you know, feel free, and if you want to try the builds, if you have the builds with the exception of the Riven, feel free to have a go with it. So hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and as always, thanks for watching.